We are under the lights here on a Friday night at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of three between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look right here. Right-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's had his way with them. DJ LeMahieu strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for Colorado, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Bumgarner into his motion. Here's the 1-1. Towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
That's definitely a good start when you're facing a guy like this in his home park. You've got to find a way to put some pressure on him. You don't want him to get settled out there.
Charlie Blackmon will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play.
You know, as an everyday player, you wake up in the morning and you dream of 3-hit days. You look at the average that he's got on the season, and he added one of those 3-hit days yesterday.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Grounded softly to the right. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, as usual, opposing pitchers have to be careful when dealing with Carlos Gonzalez. He's been crushing the ball these last 10 games. In fact, 9 home runs over that span. That's an incredible run.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw gets him. 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Brandon Crawford continues to get better and better each year. Won the Gold Glove at shortstop in 2015. Really just continuing his improvement from his days at UCLA. And also, he's got some of the best hair in all the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Quite a matchup here. You've got one of the front runners for the Cy Young matching up against one of the front runners for the MVP.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Lined hard toward right center. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. Rockies strand 1. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. Tyler Matzik will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Joe Panik comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Giants, second baseman, Joe Panik.
and this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And they didn't have a whole lot of success on that recent homestand. They won just 3 times, so things are going to need to improve as they head out onto this road trip.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. On deck, there you see Denard Span. He'll hit next. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Denard Span will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners on the move for second. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Geyer comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Buster Posey will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. One and two. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is rock solid up the middle. They've got a Gold Glover at second base who is athletic, agile, and has range second to none.
Hunter Pence comes forward for his first try at the plate, and you have to think something's got to give. Clearly not going his way of late. First delivery to him on the way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1 after 1, no score. Ben Paulson makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
10, Ben Paulson.
Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And he looks at a curveball that falls in 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a base hit here to open up the second.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Brandon Geyer will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Drilled right back up the middle to Crawford for 1. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Jose Reyes will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
Well, he's going through a stretch right now where he's hitting over 350 in his last 10 games, and that's the reason why his season average is so good right now.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bumgarner sets. 0-1 pitch on its way. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. No score here as we play inning number 2. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
We got time.
Stepping in now, Tom Murphy, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 3 homers and 11 RBIs. 2 out with the man at first. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he'll snap one over to first. But the runner's back easily. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. A runner on first with 2 away. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Adrian Beltre will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Adrian Beltre.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
The windup and the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Swing and a miss by Beltre for strike 3 as he's retired.
Let's analyze this swing on Swing Track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball to try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. 14 homers and 44 RBIs. Here it comes, 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Brandon Crawford takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. He's set. Here it comes. In there, strike one. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready on 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Jarrett Parker will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. We'll move to the third with no score. Tyler Matzik set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you, because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So with 1 gone, there's a look at the Rockies' upcoming schedule here on the show for the next 7 days. Make plans to be with us. DJ LeMahieu will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game.
And he put a pretty good swing on a breaking ball, so we'll see if they attack him any differently right here.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as we present the Rockies leaderboard, you can see he currently paces the ball club in that department.
Yeah, this is nothing new, Matty. Another hit for him. And he's really the guy they depend on to keep the line moving. He's been their most consistent hitter so far.
To first. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Sent out to straightaway center field. Span will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Rockies strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Madison Bumgarner digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Madison Bumgarner.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Matzik steps into his wind, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And we take a look there at the Rockies leaders in that category as he currently sits 3rd on the team.
Yeah, I mean, strikeouts aren't a huge part of his game, but clearly he gets his fair share. Regardless, he's obviously an important part of this pitching staff.
Into the windup and the pitch. Joe Panik is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down, looking solid here to start this ball game.
Denard Span stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike two.
You know, it's just the 3rd inning, but you can already tell. So far, he's wearing out that inside corner. He doesn't want these guys to get too extended, and it's worked out for him so far.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
That's 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Carlos Gonzalez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Bumgarner has his target. Here comes the first pitch. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both guys bringing it pretty good. A couple of matching 94s as the 2 top speeds thus far. Digging in to try it again, Ben Paulson. He singled his last time up. This is line to left, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
And this guy's had his way with him so far. So maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive. So this is a nice first pitch single.
Brandon Geyer steps in for his 2nd at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
And you know what? You don't need anything special from him right here. You just need to find a way to move a guy up 90 feet. Could be a good time for a sac bunt.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
I don't like the way they're working here. They're giving him way too much credit.
Yeah, if it's an inch or 2 outside, I think he'll chase it, but not when it's way off the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Belted high in the air out to left. Parker ranging back. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
And let's take a look at where this pitch ends up. You can see there, you know, even though this pitch isn't technically in the strike zone, it's still pretty much in his wheelhouse, and he just yanks this thing right out of here.
Shortstop.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span on the run. 2 down.
Now back.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Tom Murphy in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. 2-0.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
Swinging on 3-0, and it's fouled right into the catcher's glove. 3-1 now.
Hey, when you've got the pitcher on deck, that's not a bad idea. Take a hack at something.
And that misses for ball 4.
Now there are 2 ways you can go here as a pitching coach. So he's got to make a judgment call out there. He knows what buttons to press with each of his pitchers. You know, some guys you've got to reassure and be very positive with. You know, other guys, they respond better when you go out and challenge them. Really got to read them the riot act.
In now, Tyler Matzik. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Hit hard toward the right side. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
And it's just the 4th inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
DJ LeMahieu gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that badly.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line softly out toward left center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Nice. He really sat on the fastball there. He squared it up perfectly, drove it into left field. He'll be rewarded with an RBI as he picks up that runner from third base.
Charlie Blackmon will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
The 1-0 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now a 3-0 Colorado lead. Buster Posey will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First offering on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. Paulson is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder,
and these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder Hunter Pence. Here comes the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Pence as he falls behind here, 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Little dribbler back at him. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Nolan Arenado come in now to lead things off against our starter, who probably wishes he had a mulligan to use on that last inning.
Yeah, he was doing just fine up until the last time he took the mound. He's got to hope that that was just an aberration, or he might not stick around to see another inning.
Bumgarner has his sign. First pitch on the way. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. The throw into second, and the 5th inning will start with a leadoff double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Carlos Gonzalez as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one. For Arenado, he's up to 22 in the doubles column with that last two-bagger. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hence has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Ben Paulson steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Span is there now, and he has it. Two gone.
And now you think back, if the previous guy could have made a productive out and got that runner over to third base, this would have been a sacrifice fly and they would have scored a run. Instead, you've got two outs now, and that leadoff double still sitting there at second base. Wow, the importance of fundamentals.
Now to the plate, Brandon Guyer, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. First pitch on its way. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Hennick is there for it, and that's the third out. One left for Colorado, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. Pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to third. And on one pitch, he's retired. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Brandon Crawford stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
San Francisco, one of the few places where you need a parka on a summer's night. Parka sales not too good in St. Louis this time of year.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Line drive to center field. Blackman is there. 2 gone.
What a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Jarrett Parker is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Still looking for that final pitch to get him out of this inning. But he's seen the count move now from 0-2 all the way to 3-2.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. George Contos will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 70, George Cantos.
Jose Reyes will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Shot towards second. So this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Maybe not the most convincing start to his appearance right here, but he gets that first out anyway. And you'll see this ball's hit right on the screws. But hey, better to give up a line drive out than a seeing eye single.
Into the box, Tom Murphy. As he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And that's a fair ball as it'll make for the 339 sign down there.
The pitcher, number 15.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly. And that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Into the box now, Tyler Matzik. As he swings on the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to center. Span comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
DJ LeMahieu will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Shoots this one to first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Down go the Rockies on a mere 4 pitches. They lead it 3-0. Matt Duffy is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Matt Duffy.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Matzik looks in. Here's the 0-1. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The second baseman.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Joe Panik will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. The pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Hit to first. Paulson gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Denard Span will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
2 out, nobody on. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Back here in San Francisco. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Josh Osich is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Josh Osich.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
The batter, number 20. Third baseman
Nolan Arenado will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 4.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's no denying he's been swinging one of the hottest bats on the club, if not the entire league, and he comes through again with his second hit of the ball game. This one for 2 bases.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Tap fouled at home plate. High in the air out to center field. Span is there. Let's see if they try it. Oh, and Span comes up with a big throw there. He's out at home plate. Ben Paulson ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Oh, here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball game.
Brandon Geyer will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, what a stop on the slide. They'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. It's the Rockies 4 and the Giants nothing. Buster Posey will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Buster Posey.
Matzek's ready. First pitch on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. To short, hit hard. Reyes is right there. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first out.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Hunter Pence will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Fastball in there for a called strike. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Blackman going back to the track, to the wall. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. It's a solo shot here for Hunter Pence. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only one run, this is important, not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. That home run a moment ago, estimated at 408 feet. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Set to deliver on 2-1. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Geyer on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Brandon Belt will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Gonzalez. And that retires the side. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. 7 complete here tonight. It's now a 4-1 game. Vin Mazzaro will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Vin Mazzaro.
Jose Reyes will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Right side. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. The leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Tom Murphy steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Simple throw over there.
And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
The 1-0 delivery. Swinging a hard liner to short. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop.
The pitcher.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Tyler Matzik steps in for a fourth plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
Gregor Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 14, Gregor Blanco.
Drilled on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. On to Belt, and they turn the double play. That ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Giants 1. Adam Ottavino is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Adam Ottavino.
Brandon Crawford will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. And with the big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. The 1-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And these Giant fans are going to be crying in their garlic fries after this one. I mean, this has been a total team breakdown so far. That offense, it's been non-existent.
Jarrett Parker stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And this has been his problem all night long. Just keeps going after pitches that he should be watching.
Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. Third strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Kelby Tomlinson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Hit hard on the ground to the right. LeMahieu's got it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We've played 8 full. It's the Rockies 4 and the Giants 1. Santiago Casilla will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, DJ LeMahieu, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Line toward right center. And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, we've seen this guy have one heck of a year, but we haven't seen him do this too often. Not blessed with a lot of world-class speed, but when he needs to turn it on, he can find that extra gear, and he's going to make it into third here as he legs out a triple.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
Casilla's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Parker has a play. He's got it one away. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with one away in the inning.
That just didn't get enough of that one to get that run home. So that's probably a wise decision to hold at third.
So coming to the plate, Nolan Arenado. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hence is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
Even after the leadoff triple, it was no gimme that they were going to get him home, especially after the next guy makes it out. But here, this is a good job of finding a pitch that he can elevate, and he does so to drive in that run.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rockies 5 and the Giants 1. Leading off the inning, Joe Panik. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout and taken in out there for the first out.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Denard Span will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first is in time, and the Giants are down to their final out now.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Buster Posey makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. That's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Hunter Pence will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. He's set, now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
2 out with the man at first. Line to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
We got some life here now in the 9th inning. First and second now, and hey, one more base runner. You're going to bring the tying run to the plate, and we've seen stranger things happen.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Royals have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow, but he's going to take it as he finishes this thing off and earns the save.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 5-1. Good night from San Francisco.